Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Honey, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about a dream that I've had, or similar dreams that I've had. And I thought I'd talk about it today because I'm going through my YouTube videos, just updating, deleting. I haven't made a video for I think over a week now, which is not like me because I make them quite frequent. And I was going through them and I saw that I made this video a few months ago which was about dreams that I've had, or a dream that I have had, a reoccurring dream, or similar situations that keep on happening in my dreams, and I never actually made it public. But I wanted to make this video, or I wanted to redo it and just talk a little bit more on the subject and see what you guys think, because you know I really like conversing with everyone in the comments about, you know, all types of shit. But I had this dream many years ago and I was living at my mum's house at the time, and I've gone through different stages in my life where I have lots of money, I have no money, I'm financially happy, I'm financially sad. Like, I go through phases like everybody does, right? But I now view finances completely different to how I used to before, hence why I don't get stressed anymore. And if I ever get stressed, it's only due to somebody stressing me out. I don't get stressed through finances anymore because I've now learned to deal with money stress. But I think I should do a video on how I have learned to deal with that at probably a later stage. But right now, like, there's nothing that could stress me unless it's just people. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So there's this dream that I keep on having, or I've had several times, and I keep on getting shot in the chest in my dreams, or I kept getting shot. And it was really weird because the people that were shooting me, I had nothing to do with them in real life. It wasn't like it was a friend or family member or, you know, an ex-partner or whatever. It was never anyone that I knew. It was always just a stranger. So there was this one dream in particular that I will never forget, right? And I'm always defending myself in these dreams. And I was at my mum's house. It was early in the morning. It was still bright outside, but there was no cars outside, and it was like a I Am Legend kind of outdoors kind of environment, right? And there were people after me. But you see how do you know that game COD, Modern Warfare, whatever that game is, you know what I'm talking about, okay? That game where you have to shoot the soldiers. Like, there were Somali pirates, yeah, outside my mother's house, dotted around, hiding behind trees and, you know, bags of rubbish or whatever, and they were all aiming or trying to kill me, and I didn't quite know why. I didn't do anything, but I went outside and I tried to just shoot them off. Pew, 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 pew. Tried to shoot them all off with my 9mm gun, and I managed to shoot them all off apart from one who came out of nowhere, and he shot me in the chest when I ran back into my mum's house in the hallway, and I was on the floor dead in the hallway. And I won't ever forget that pain that I got in my chest when I'm sleeping, having this dream, because it felt that real. And I remember, like, I have lots of Facebook memories that is basically you write something years ago and, you know, you get a notification saying, oh, you wrote this, you know, 7 years ago, whatever, which come up on Facebook, and I'll check it and it's like, oh my God, I've been having these dreams for that long. Because I would write about it on my Facebook status. So anyway, the most recent one that I had was actually roughly a year ago, last year. And I got this new job, and I was not happy with the salary, but I took it because I needed to work. And I knew that I had things to pay for, and I was struggling at the time and really stressed out, you know, with working there as well, because I was really unhappy. So I had this dream where I was in my new flat, the flat that I'm at now, and I'm sitting exactly where I'm sitting. And I'm sitting like this, right? And it's dark, it's nighttime, and someone comes in the front door and I can hear them, but they're being very discreet. But I'm already prepared because I know he's coming. And I have an AK-47, my favorite gun to use on Grand Theft. Not in real life, because we are in the UK over here. We are not in the US. We don't fuck with guns like that. But anyway, I had an AK-47. I had it on like a gun stand or something. So I was sitting down and I'm able to like move it like that, right? So anyway, the guy who comes in happens to be Denzel Washington. I do not know why it's him. I have no idea. Just like I wasn't sure why it was the Somali pirates, but it was Denzel Washington, right? He comes in and he literally aims the gun at me, and I'm literally about to shoot, and before I could even pull the trigger, he gets me, he shoots me directly in the chest, and I die there and then. Mission complete for him. So I woke up and I went into work and I asked my manager, I had to ask my manager if I could just search this on Google just to find out what this meant. And, you know, him stressing me the fuck out, not letting me do what I need to do, not even like to search something for 5 minutes, because I've got that much anxiety from that dream. That was already stress, okay? Like, I'm not someone who gets stressed either. I don't get stressed unless someone is stressing me out. But what I found was that when it comes to learning about dreams, a lot of it is to do with the subconscious, but a lot of it is so like detailed. Like Google was asking me shit like, you know, or a website, sorry, was asking me, did I get shot in the back, in the foot, in the head? You know, was I defending myself? And of course I was defending myself. So that made the whole thing a little bit different. So as I'm looking more into it, researching even more, it turns out the reason why I was having these dreams is because at that time I was suffering with anxiety, with financial issues or stress. So, you know, when you go to bed and your mind is so heavy, that's when I'm having these dreams, or that's why I'm having them, because I'm thinking about my finances. And we all go through times where we have money, we don't have money, and we get stressed or we're not stressed. But it was just really shocking to me, because when I look back at those times, they were hard times for me. And it was just weird that I feel like I've had a diagnosis almost. I haven't had those dreams since, because now, like I said, I deal with money very, very differently now. But at the time, I didn't quite know how to deal with this feeling. I'm having these dreams and my sleep is being affected by it, which is really sad and makes me think I'm not the only person in the world having these dreams. But it was nice to feel like, okay, now I know why I keep on getting shot in the chest. And it turned out that the reason why I keep on defending myself in the dreams is because I'm trying to get this money happening, but I keep on falling flat on my face. And that is the trying to defend myself, but I keep losing anyway. So now, thankfully, I've had my diagnosis. I've managed to do a lot more between that time and now, and I'm not in the same position. So I would advise everybody who is having a crazy dreams that they keep on having, they've been having for years, 10, 20 years, get a diagnosis or get it looked into, research into it, find out what it means. So at least that way, if it is a form of anxiety or stress, you can try and relieve that shit, because there's no point. There is no point, and this is what I have learnt, stressing over things that you cannot change, you know? So, yeah, it is what it is.